worst nightmare of all. Reality.
Explore the lesser-known stories of our Join the pursuit of the paranormal with Ash and Greg.
Hey Ash, how are you? What was that?
I don't know what that was. I just thought it was pretty random, finding these balloons on my desk
But
somehow.
it says happy birthday.
I know. It should say Merry Christmas, but
It should say Merry Christmas. I was when I saw writing on it, I was thinking that must say Happy Christmas or something. It says Happy Birthday.
yeah, you can't use that one.
No, so we're recording this the day it's going out, which is Boxing Day in the UK.
Yep.
Which, to my understanding, anybody who listens in the United States, you don't have Boxing Day.
No,
It's not called Boxing Day. Yeah, apparently. And I don't know why it's even called Boxing Day. Do you? I don't know.
I thought it was something to do with taking presents out of the boxes.
Is it?
I might be making that up. Like,
sounds
totally,
like you are.
I'm probably totally making it up. But something to do with boxes.
Okay.
Am I
So
wrong?
the custom is linked to an older British tradition where the servants of the wealthy were allowed the next day to visit their families, since they would have had to serve their masters on Christmas Day. Their employers would give each servant a box to take home containing gifts, bonuses, and sometimes leftover food.
Yeah, so I was right.
Oh, you were kind of right there. Yeah, you were.
I knew something. It was something to do with boxing. I knew it was like boxing, but it was actually boxes. I didn't know it's something to do with boxes, like a box, rather than like punching boxing type.
Yeah.
Boxing Day.
Yeah, that would be a fist fight after Christmas. Well, I suppose some households do have.
Yeah, God, yeah. Yeah, so how was your Christmas, Greg?
Yeah, it was all right. So it's standard Christmas, really. Like presents, had a bit of a sleep, Christmas dinner, roast. How about you?
Yeah, same. Overindulged. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Playing cards and board games with the family, and
Well, let me show you a picture of my Christmas dinner that I had. So I went to my parents, and this, for the benefit of the tape, that is what I had as my Christmas dinner.
where's the rest of it?
So you see that little bit there?
Yeah.
That's the chicken. The
That looks
bit of
sad.
chicken was smaller than the roast potato.
You have gravy?
I did have gravy. No, you can't really see it there. But big shout to my mum for that. Bless her. They're not Christmas people. They have a small wooden Christmas tree
Right.
on the side, like literally 12 inches tall, and that's them going overboard on Christmas decorations.
But more than what we have here, to be honest. We don't. We have one ornament, which is hung in the hall. It's actually hung all year round. Just a little. It's a bauble that says "Deck the halls and fuck the Tories." That's like that's just hung up all year round in the hall.
Oh, typical Labour.
Well,
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I can't see many decorations up behind you either.
no, just alien stuff.
Just alien heads and pharaoh heads or something. Is that
Yeah.
pharaoh?
Yeah.
Cleopatra or something like that?
This is from Egypt as well.
Is it? Is that Cleopatra? Coming at you.
It's a woman. I don't know. Might be.
It looks like Cleopatra. She's coming at you. You're probably too young to know that song.
I
aren't you?
don't know. I don't know.
You don't know that song? There's a song goes, Cleopatra coming at you.
Oh.
Anyway.
Talking of overindulging, if you have a bit too much and you're ready to start January with a kickstart with the healthy living, the cutting out of crappy food, starting to exercise more, we have the perfect product for you.
We do. It's a portable blender that delivers game-changing technology to make smoothies, shakes, mixed drinks, wherever you go. It's called BlendJet, and they ship worldwide for free. And
Awesome.
if you use the link below in the show notes, or go on their website, which we'll put the notes on as well, and use the promo code that we will issue you with, you can get 12% off and, as I say, free worldwide delivery. So there's no excuse not to start 2023 with a bang.
Awesome. And it is on offer on the website at the minute, and you get an extra 12% off
Yes.
with our bonus code.
Yeah, and that's automatically applied at your checkout as well, which if you use our link, which is cool. And it all helps to support the podcast. So if you're going to buy a blender anyway, buy one through us, help us, and get a discount as well.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, and actually, we did say offline, I'm actually going to order one. So, to start my New Year's with a kick, I need to lose a load of weight. I got goals. So,
So have to let us know how it is.
yeah. I'll give you all an update as well. So, this episode is going to be a bit of a roundup. It's post Christmas. It's Boxing Day, as we mentioned. A lot of stuff has happened with the podcast in last year. We've gone from strength to strength. We've moved to new podcast hosting company that we've used previously, but we now moved to them, which nobody will have seen any difference apart from us and anybody who's in podcasting who's been on our show and seen the different technology. But so that's one of the big things for us, like behind the scenes, along with the website and the merch store that we've now got full control of, which we didn't really have before.
Yeah, the new website, which is awesome. It's got loads of articles on there written by some of our guests, written by some of us.
Yep.
All about different UFO, cryptids, hauntings, paranormal equipment.
Yes.
All sorts on there. Like Greg said, we've got the merch store. Thanks everyone that's bought t-shirts. Obviously some awesome designs on there, which are just cool for if you're just a fan of this topic. There's something on there for you.
Yeah, definitely. It's it's good. Loads of people have been ordering them, and it's really cool now because, like I say, we've done it. It's all like, not to bore everybody, but the merch store now, we've got all full license, like artistic control over it, which before we had to upload designs, we had to keep stock and all that kind of stuff. Whereas now people can contact us directly, essentially, with the order. Pay by Google Pay, Apple Pay, PayPal credit, all these kind of things that...
Yeah, and you generally get it in a couple of days. It's super fast shipping.
It is, and we control the order process, which is good. Whereas before it was all farmed out and done by somebody else, so people won't see all that boring stuff. But yeah, it allows us to have, along with this new host, we've got a lot more control over the podcast. We do the website ourselves, so we've got full control over that. We do all the artwork ourselves. We do all the posts, social posts ourselves, and it's all done from that one place now, which makes life so much easier. So big shout out to everybody who's been supporting us, like I said, with articles or even just sharing our posts. Just sharing our posts really helps us. And if you're up for giving us a review on Apple or Google Play or Amazon, wherever you get your podcast, that would really help us out as we move into 2023. Good or bad reviews. If you don't like us, that's cool-ish. But tell the world. We've had some 1-star reviews, and we were talking off air about this. I've never been so pleased to read a 1-star review that this person left on Apple Podcasts in the United States. So people in the UK won't see that review, but some guy just basically telling us off for having such a sketchy guest on who talked about the paranormal realm, giving Trump as the winner before the elections happened. Yeah, there's some fucking nutcases out there. I won't lie. And if they're listening to this podcast right now, which they clearly are listening to the podcast at some point, because they give us a review about a specific episode, we see your review and we laughed at it. And we've spoken about your review more than anybody else's review. So thanks for the 1 star.
But that is an encouragement for everyone else to leave 1 stars.
No.
At least a 4. At least a 4. Let's
At
get
least a 4 would be great. Yeah. Sorry, I was going a bit off on one then, so apologies.
It's Boxing Day.
It is Boxing Day. Yeah, it's the time of year where now you can get over being nice at Christmas and just start getting angry again.
Yeah, 1 star reviewers. That's
Yeah. But anybody that does give a 5-star review, we do get to see. Well, we get to see all the reviews. We get like a weekly roundup, and we'll give you a shout out. How's about that? If you give us a review, good or bad. If it's bad, we'll read it out, but we won't name you. But you'll know who you are. But yeah, we'll read them out. So if you want to shout out on the show,
give us a review.
Give us a review. But yeah, getting back to it, Ash, we have had a good year on the podcast. We really have. We've met a couple of times.
Yep.
We've done investigations in your basement.
We have.
Which I've still got the video to do something with at some point, and we will get it out to everybody because it is the creepiest place you'll ever see, and Ash lives above it, which is
it's awesome. I'm back in there on Thursday, so I got some new equipment for Christmas. I'm gonna be testing that out and on Thursday down in the basement, see if we can get anything more just to add.
Just
the evidence. We have got evidence down there.
Yeah. We have got evidence. What you need to do as well. See if you can hide something. I've just thought about this. If you can hide something like under a bowl or something, like an upturned bowl, just like a trigger object. So like a car or a ball on a bit of paper and just circle around it so you know where it is. Put the bowl over it, sort of hide it somewhere and see if it moves.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Especially if you've got that thing you're going to put up as well, because then if it does move, you will see who's moved it as well.
Cool, I'll do that.
Just a thought. I don't know why I just thought that. Sometimes I defy myself with my genius, Ash. I really do. So yeah, we have met a couple of times, which has been great. We've done the UFO conference this year. Which has been another opportunity for us to meet, and we met Nick, one of our lifelong listeners.
Yeah, been there since we've been early days.
Yeah, he bought me a coffee, which was amazing when Ash didn't. But yeah, so big shout out to Nick. It was nice to meet you, and I'm glad we were able to, the 3 of us, say hello. And it was good to meet Frank, Dave. We've met who else? Nick. Who else did we meet?
Holly,
Ryan. Yeah, Hollywood.
Ryan
Sprague. Which was epic. Listening to him talk as well. Listen to you guys talk, and with Steve having his talk, the girls talking, the girls starting their podcast episode on our.
Yeah, that's a new feature we've started recently, and that episode 2 will be coming this Sunday.
Ooh, nice one. New Year's Day.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice New Year's Day listening.
Yeah.
Episode 2 of Women of the Dark, where they are talking to Christina Gomez.
Oh, wow. Really?
So, yeah, nice guest for episode 2.
Definitely. And she's one of the amazing guests that we've had chats to this year, and she knows her stuff as well.
Yeah.
She knows her stuff. Considering I know she's only been into the UFO sort of field for a few years, and I don't mean this patronisingly, she is quite young compared to me, which most people are, but she knows her stuff, seriously knows her stuff, and she's spoken to some great people. So yeah, that'll be a cool episode. Plus, I know like people that we've spoken to on podcast have now got their own stuff going on. We've been guests on other people's podcasts, like Holly and the girls. They've got the the Weird Sisters.
Yeah.
Have I said that? Yeah. So they do that every Friday. I was on theirs on Friday last week. I was listening to it. Give them a little shout out in the chat. So yeah, people that we've been speaking to and been guests on their podcasts have been amazing. They're all doing great things as well, and their podcasts are still going strong after a year.
Yeah.
So
likewise with Frank, UFO
Yeah.
Thinker.
yes,
His podcast still going strong. Some great
Yeah.
guests on there. And we do our monthly roundtable with him, which is another new feature we brought in
yeah,
this year. Another monthly episode that we do.
yeah,
To add to our ever growing list.
Yeah,
of
'cause-
weekly episodes.
yeah. Because we finished the Paranormal United States, and our first episode of this year was episode 10, which was Georgia. And since then, I think we were on episode something like 45 of our normal episodes as well. So we've been putting out at least 2 episodes a week for the whole of 2022. So big shout out to everybody who's been listening, because that's quite a lot of minutes. And according to our wrap on Spotify, we had created 99% more content than people in our category, which is a science category. So, and we've done like 4,500 minutes worth of content, which I don't even know what that is. I'm going to work that on the calculator as we speak right now. So it's something like 4,300 minutes divided by 60, 72 hours of content.
Wow.
That doesn't even seem enough, though, really. But
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, it's about right, probably.
yeah, I suppose so. About an hour a week plus another half an hour a week or something like that for all the other bits. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, that's a lot of listening. So if anybody's listened to all of them, big shout out to you, because that's commitment.
Yeah, definitely.
And I know people do, because we get people like our friend Nick, and we get comments from people. I get comments messaging saying great episode. So people do regularly listen to it, which is insane.
Yeah,
So
we also started our Facebook group
yes,
this year. Just search Substitute the Paranormal podcast, and the group and the page come up there. And let's do a giveaway for
what?
the New Year's giveaway.
Got him. What are we doing?
Let's do a t-shirt.
Okay.
So join the group.
Yeah.
And everyone that's in the group will be just entered into the draw to win a t-shirt.
So is this what, by New Year's Day? So midnight New Year's Eve? So it gives people a week of listening to this episode to get on it.
Yes.
We'll promote it as well after this. This episode goes out tonight as well. So we're trying to have a little bit of a Christmas break. And not that happens much in podcasting when you're pumping out that kind of content. But yeah, let's do that. We hadn't even discussed that, Ash.
No, let's just do a giveaway, yeah.
Yeah.
T-shirt and some other bits and bobs.
We've got some badges. Got some badges. Got some of them.
Yeah, let's throw them in.
Yeah. What else we got? Don't know. Yeah, we'll have a thing. We'll have a little bundle of joy.
Yeah, bundle of joy for 2023. So make sure you join the group on Facebook.
Join a group on Facebook. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But how? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Join the group if you haven't already. If you're in there, you're in it already. So
yeah, you're already in the draw.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you what, if you like the Facebook page and you like the Facebook group, because there are 2 separate things, that's 2 entries. So if you're in both, you get 2. That's 2 entries you've got.
Okay, yeah, fair.
So you're doubling your chances.
Leave a review.
Yeah.
Post. We'll make a thread in the group.
Yeah.
Post a screenshot of your review, and that'll be another entry.
Yeah.
So you can get 3 entries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good job we thought about this and planned this before you. Cool. So that That'd be a great start to the new year.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool. I don't know what the design is of T-shirt you'll get. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll do it in your size. If you win, we'll find out what size you are and we'll do it in your size. How about that?
Yeah, definitely. So I think
As long as you're a medium, you're all...
if you're medium, that's another entry in the thing. I'm joking.
So, yeah. Seriously, though, now, Ash, come on.
Trying. I've had a few WKDs today.
Blue ones.
Yes. No, actually, I had a couple of blue and I've had a mixed berry one.
I haven't even had a drink this Christmas. I'm not a drinker.
I'm not. That's why I get two and I get half cut after bloody 2 WKDs.
So we've talked about the shows that we've launched. We haven't talked about the pub crawl. So we're doing the pub crawl, the UK pub crawl.
Yeah, we are in Glasgow.
We are. And there was due to be one at the weekend, but because it was Christmas and we released the Christmas episode, and we've just pushed that back till this week. So it'll be good. Back on track. I can't believe we're still in Scotland.
And I was still in Glasgow, so you got lots of Scotland to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I hope everybody's liking that as well. Let us know. That's the one thing that really helps shape the show. If people let us know that they like stuff or don't like stuff, that's equally fine. We'd rather you tell us you don't like it, and we won't do it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you tell us we're shit, I might be downhearted for half an hour, but I'll be back on it. I don't care after that. I'll have a little cry, and then
once I've wiped the tears away.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's seriously though. You guys can shape the show by letting us know what kind of stuff you want to listen to. If stuff that we're doing, you go, well, actually, I don't. It's all right, but I usually tend to listen to your other stuff. Let us know. Whilst we are a dictatorship, we are open to listening to other people's ideas, and we'll discount them if we don't like them anyway. So let us know, and all feedback is good feedback. That's what they say, Ash.
Maybe.
Unless we don't like it, in which case we won't act on it. So, what has been your favourite topic we've covered or episode that we've covered?
Oh, so I really enjoyed talking to Keith from the Bothwell Hell House.
Yes, Keith Linder.
Earlier in the year.
Yes.
That is poltergeist experiences. I know there's been some sort of controversy with these the
genuineness
of his story, but it's awesome to talk to him, speaking to the person face to face and hearing his story, which is damn right scary in parts.
Yeah.
You got books setting on fire and all this stuff going on in the house. So
yeah,
we did that over 2 parts because there's so much we were talking about. And I really enjoyed that particular episode.
I think that's something that we've discussed many times, that even if you don't believe what the person's saying, it's very different when because we record this via video. We always have a video call with the person. So the interview is face to face essentially.
Yeah.
And some of these accounts of things that are happening are, if you just read it or it's like a newspaper article, you go, that's mental. But you see the person face to face and they're telling you what's happening to them. It's definitely a different experience you get than just listening to it, I think.
Definitely.
And Keith in particular, he's very in depth with his accounts of what's happened right from the start. I've even seen the episode of Ghost Adventures that he was talking about, and that's pretty weird. Nothing happens except for one bit when Zach Baggins, or whatever his name is, goes near Keith's then girlfriend, and she gives him this weird look, and it freaks Zach Baggins out. That's the only weird thing that happens on the episode, and and you go, well, actually, that's obviously fake. Like, it's a fake thing. But when you listen to Keith's version of what happened, like the fact that they were only there for a few hours, it changes your perception of what the story you're being told, like by other sort of media outlets or whatnot.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Keith was definitely the poltergeist stuff there is freaky as hell.
What about you? Do you have a standout or particular favourite?
I had loads that I enjoyed.
Yeah,
Loads of them. There was two different things that I've enjoyed this year. The first one was meeting Dockside Media.
Yes, Tyler and Chris.
Yeah, so we spoke to them in March. I think it was the first one, Conscious Contact Full Disclosure. Big shout out to Tyler and Chris. About that was their first documentary, and then we've spoken to them 3 times now about other documentaries they've done. In Plain Sight's the latest one.
Secrets of the Sasquatch.
Secrets of Sasquatch. In Plain Sight, there was Ghost of Gettysburg and Conscious Contact Full Disclosure. So there's the 4 of them that they've done so far this year, which is insane. They are super nice guys. Tyler's energy is right out there. And they've been so nice to us, just coming on, chatting to us loads. So that was one sort of experience this year that I've loved. So the next one was it was the first time we'd done this had happened to us. So we spoke to a person about a photograph that had been taken of an alien on a trail cam in Redgate. Yeah, Redgate. And again, completely plausible story. We spoke to the 2 guys involved.
Creepy photo,
yeah, regardless of its authenticity, creepy photo. We speak to the 2 guys, and again, came across completely genuine to me. I felt they were genuine, and we put the episode out. Then I'm friends with them on Twitter, and I saw this fallout happen about the rights to this photo, and it turns out the photo was faked.
Yeah.
So we had the producer back on,
Patrick,
back on to discuss the fake happening of this photograph and how he found out it was fake and whatnot. And it's interesting that I found that really interesting this year that we'd gone from this photograph that has gone around the world as being this genuine photo, and then it was a blatant fake by one of the 2 guys that we spoke to last time. And we speak to Patrick, and he's like, yeah, that bloke's a cunt and all this kind of stuff. And they were friends, and he got stitched up. And so it was good to see everything we normally do. We don't get any we don't have any sort of view on it on the episode, but to sort of see a fallout publicly on Twitter of this whole photograph issue and the release of the documentary, and then for him to come on and talk about the fallout was a good thing to show that we don't always get fed the truth. So it was nice to
it's got something different, like saying sort of exploring your other side of the whole thing. So yeah, that was really interesting. And also we learned a bit more about like the actual sort of legal side behind, because there's loads of documentaries and all this stuff that go out and talking about sort of the legal side of it as well, which what we spoke to Patrick about was interesting as well. So he's learning like not just about the stories and experiences and the legends. It's like, like when we had, this wasn't this year, but when we spoke to Richard Thompson, who made the TV show pilot, Space Apart, just seeing like the sort of TV behind the camera type side of it, what goes into making a TV show about aliens. Nothing to do, not about an experience, just as a general sci-fi show.
Yeah,
about aliens, just seeing that side of it as well. So, like I said, we're always learning stuff. Even if it's not
definitely.
specifically paranormal or UFO related, it's like sort of media related sort of stuff. It still all comes together. So that's been really, really cool also.
Yeah, and like Tyler and Dockside with Chris, they've been very open when we've been talking to them about the bits that go into the filming. So, like you say, it's been good to sort of see that side of it. And whilst some people might not find that quite as interesting as like the paranormal subject, it's good to talk to people about the work that goes in. So we spend a lot of time recording, discussing episodes, doing website stuff, like organizing guests, all that kind of stuff. And then people see this end or hear this end product.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to speak to other people about it because you kind of feel their, I say, pain. We enjoy doing this, but the back end stuff, it takes quite a while sometimes, and you're scratching your head like, can we get this done, and what are we going to do, what are we going to talk about? So yeah, and these guys,
2 episodes a week out. It's a lot.
yeah. So I appreciate everybody helping us and sort of coming on to talk to us as our guests. We've made some great friends doing this, and we talk in messenger groups and stuff with all of them, and back and forth sharing and liking posts. So when, like, I shared one earlier from Jeremiah, who does What If They're Wrong podcast. He's one of the guys we've spoken to. We've been on his podcast. He's been on ours. And it's good to share people's podcasts and the stuff that other people are working on, because it's just a little bit of sort of putting it out there for people. They're not competition to us. It's all the same. It is all the same. That's one thing I've found this year, that everybody sort of tries to help everybody. All the ones we've spoken to.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's some
on the whole,
assholes out
there's
there.
some egos out there, but
Oh yeah, there is. UFO Twitter. Jesus Christ.
see my post the other day. I thought I don't even get anymore.
I don't know. No, which one was that?
No, it doesn't matter. I won't say it.
Oh, I'll have a look. I'm gonna have to have a look at that. Let me.
It wasn't that bad, but I was just like, mainly around these. I've not been on UFO Twitter for ages because I just cannot be arsed with it
I know you don't like it, do you?
at all. And then I came upon it, and there's like there was two instances. There's been the spotlights in the sky in Wisconsin.
Oh, fuck off, Vegas.
No, yeah, so the Wisconsin one and the Vegas one. Like,
spotlights in Wisconsin and light reflection in Vegas. I did see that one because I did like it.
It's like that, literally that's all UFO Twitter's been them to. But it's like clearly, like, one, okay, Wisconsin's clearly spotlights, like, oh, and then but it's like, oh, Daily Mail, oh, this article in Daily Mail, like, fuck, it's spotlights, and then the Las Vegas one, which is just reflection of the lights of the very, very lit up Vegas. Vegas is very, very lit up in this. Rather than the extreme weather conditions in America at the minute, and it's the light reflecting off the ice particles in the clouds, and you can see like evidence of it hundreds of times. You just look, and it's the exact same effect happening.
Yeah,
but obviously, it's just not seems to be going away on UFO Twitter or anything like that.
I did see that post. Yeah. And I know you don't like UFO Twitter, so that's been a big year. UFO Twitter and Pentagon reports. I know we're going to talk about this on the roundtable episode, or non-reports.
NDAA has just been signed by Biden.
Yeah, I need to catch up with that. But there's been loads of stuff like UFO related, like public UFO related stuff this year, which has been cool. The paranormal side, it's one of them. That's the thing with the difference to that's one thing I've noticed actually. UFO Twitter and UFO subject as a whole seems to progress quite a lot.
Yeah,
things happen, whereas the paranormal, not a great deal happens. There isn't groundbreaking stuff all the time like there is in UFO community. There's new sort of experiments, but they're all kind of linked to the same way. But big shout out to Danny Moss, because I know he's one of the guys that I've enjoyed speaking to as well, because he tells it like it is. Me, you, and him have been on the same wavelength on apps and all that kind of shit this year as well. I think 2022 has been the year of the app for paranormal ghost box things and all that shit, and haunted objects, that kind of thing. I won't go too far into that one, but I think we all know what we're talking about there. But the paranormal community doesn't seem to progress as much as the UFO community, and that's what I found this year. I think it's just because of the way the subject is.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's mostly UFO because obviously with the US stuff, they're concentrating mainly on sort of Navy personnel, pilots that have had encountering whatever it is in the sky.
Yeah,
Whereas you're not going to have like a department that's going to look at soldiers in the US Army encountering ghosts.
no,
I just can't ever see that being a thing.
no, definitely.
So it's definitely a lot harder for, I guess, any sort of official thing to be coming out.
Yeah, we've spoken about that as well, haven't we? You would never get this sort of paranormal working group in the US government. There probably is one.
I mean, you had the remote viewing stuff, and obviously the Manhattan. Was it the Manhattan Project? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
So that's been some kind of stuff in the past. So whether there's something going on now, which we just don't know about, whether that's something that needs someone that could. Some of the people like that do use UFO Twitter and doesn't your whole community that are. You do put a lot of pressure on him, and some of that work has resulted in some us knowing some of this stuff this year, the past couple of years. So if there's someone that needs to be doing that for the other side, like the paranormal side, I don't know. Maybe that's what it needs.
Because it's not so tangible, like a nuts and bolts thing in the sky. It's a bit more tricky. But saying that, we had Skinwalker at the Pentagon.
He got obviously
that book was brilliant.
You got Ned's doing stuff on behalf of the government, contracting.
Yeah. Yep.
Doing paranormal stuff there.
And Skinwalker Ranch, people know that now. There's programs and these books that have come out, like George Knapp and Colin Kelleher doing their stuff about Skinwalker Ranch. And it isn't just UFOs and stuff in the sky. It is paranormal related stuff. Yeah. And the hitchhiker effect is a big term that's come out this year for definite. And so the blend, I think, one thing that I've seen this year, people are more open to talk about UFOs and the paranormal in one hit. And I think as the year's gone on, that line has blurred between the paranormal and we've been talking more about interdimensional beings, being these UFOs and cryptids along with that, and also poltergeist potentially as being like an interdimensional kind of being or entity.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the paranormal side of it is progressing. But if you see the paranormal groups on Facebook and all these paranormal pages, it's not. It's toxic. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And people are just out for money. That's that. The simple as that. The paranormal seems to be, okay, we can say this place is haunted, charge people loads of money. And because we can't guarantee anything anyway, if nothing happens, well, it doesn't always happen in paranormal community. So yeah, it's a strange one. It's a strange one.
Definitely. On a more positive note,
yes,
let's get a bit more positive.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to for 2023?
So, we've been talking about a particular guest from last year into this year, and hopefully that person comes on this year, next year.
I am hoping so.
Again, talked about this off air. If this person comes on, I've not heard another podcast with them on
Yeah, as a guest.
as a guest talking about the subject they're going to talk about.
So, of any YouTube or podcast, I've never seen this person on anything
No,
really.
I haven't. I wouldn't even put their name against the subject at all.
No. We were
So
so close last year to
I know.
getting it right. So things haven't felt right for this person's got a very busy schedule.
Yeah.
So we're hoping we can get that organised soon.
Yeah. And now COVID has seemed to have disappeared in the UK. This person probably is more busy than they would have been during lockdown.
Yeah.
As most people were, to be fair. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that if it comes off. Hopefully it does. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to carrying on with the haunted pub crawl.
Yep.
Which would be cool. There's loads of places that we're going to visit, virtually, of course. Like to come up and we'll have to get out and do something again, Ash.
Definitely.
Do a proper live one this time, proper live. We'll get some decent signal somewhere so we can stream properly. People can join us on there. And now we're 2 years deep in this thing. We know what we need, what needs to be in place for us to do certain things now. So, so I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to just speaking to more people about this weird subject that isn't as mainstream as talking about TV shows and what other podcasts outside of our community talk about, and sport and all that kind of stuff. But we speak to the most fascinating people about the most fascinating subjects, and most of these people contact us, say, do you want to interview us? It's like, yeah, cool. And then we chat to them and it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
One sad thing, sorry to bring it down again, John Edmonds unfortunately passed away this year. That was a downer big time, because we were fortunate enough to speak to him, and we'll always have that now, that nobody would be able to speak to him, well, unless they're paranormal related, maybe might be able to channel him. But yeah, we were fortunate enough to speak to the guy, and we put out the memorial episode where we re-released episode 8, it was back then, of Stardust Ranch. So so that was another sort of event that took place this year.
We could have been one of the last, if not the last, one of the last few that actually spoke to him before he passed.
Yeah. Sad, because that's such a great story, and I'd love to have spoken to him more about that. It's just an insane version of Skinwalker Ranch. Stardust Ranch is. It's just like, when we talk about speaking face to face with people, we didn't actually speak face to face with them. We had to do it over a phone via Skype. It was all insane. And to speak to somebody who claims to have killed 19 aliens with a samurai sword, and Men in Black police officers turning up with black tape over their badges and over their number plates and stuff, rather than the typical Men in Black. It's just like
mad, absolutely mad.
And I'd still love to know which of these top celebrities are aliens, because we did touch on that very briefly, but he couldn't name them. Hashtag Kanye West. That's, if he's not one, I don't know who is. He's got to be off this fucking planet if he thinks I'm going to buy a pair of his trainers for £1,000.
What?
Yeah, Yeezys. So that was a big thing this year as well. But next year, I don't know. We got The World Is Our Oyster, Ash. What about you? What kind of things you?
like you say, just talking to more people. Just like this is going into the 4th year of the podcast, technically.
Yeah,
So we started
calendar
in
years.
December 2020 and then
Yeah.
going into 2023. So technically, it's 4th year we've had
Yeah.
a podcast, which just sounds great. Technically, it's only just been 2-year anniversary, but
Yeah.
4 years we can say we've had a podcasting. Just talking to more people, learning new things, doing new shows. Some new shows in the pipeline. One starting in a couple of weeks. Going to conferences. I think we're gonna definitely
Yeah.
go to have stalls at conferences with the podcast table there. People can come and chat to us and whatever. And come see
Buy
us.
merch. Loads of
Buy
merch,
merch.
please. And now we've got a facility to take card payments. There's no excuse. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, it would be good to get out. I'd like to get out more. I would like to get out more. And my schedule means that I am able to a little bit more now. So that would be good. That would be good. Especially when the weather gets a bit better, because fuck standing in a field when it's cold. But I want to go and do CE5 with Holly. She's on about doing a CE5 event early next year. I think there's loads of people going to be up for doing that. I want to go to Cannock Chase again.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll get people like Ben down.
Mike
wants to come down. We've got Jolene. She wants to go join us there. We get Holly down there as well. We have like this proper full spectrum of the paranormal and UFO and cryptid investigation team rock up.
Definitely. Hopefully the rain will piss off.
Yeah, because that was wet last time. It was wet last time.
It wasn't even a little bit of rain, it was torrential rain.
It fucking lashed it down, as they say in England. It lashed it down. I was soaking wet walking back to the car. But we had good experiences there. So that was that this year that we did?
No, that's year before.
Was it?
That's 2021.
Was it?
It's like 18 months ago.
Oh Christ. That's a time. And this is something else we discussed offline. We talked about how much has happened this year. We were going through the episodes of the people we've spoken to. It's like, how was that nearly a year ago? That's mad. So yeah, I know I'm really looking forward to 2023. I think we've got loads of good ideas. Like you say, we've got this new episode going to be starting soon, which we did speak about before Christmas, I think.
Yeah, we have talked about it. So that'll be going out in a couple of weeks, the first episode of that.
Yes. Yeah. And this is the thing. With everything we do, we've got to try and research these episodes as well. So we learn loads about all these different topics just by researching for what we're going to talk about. And while sometimes it does appear that we don't really know what we're talking about, well, I don't anyway. We do put a lot of effort into these episodes, and it's all a learning thing for us. A lot of these topics are stuff we never touched. We touched on reincarnation this year. I think that was this year. That
was last year.
That's what I mean. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what day it is. But we've spoken about so many. Another thing that's happened this year and actually last year was synchronicity. It was something that Tyler Transu mentioned from Dockside Media.
Yeah,
that synchronicity, things happen for a reason. We've noticed that like things have happened where we would, like our MP, I've said it before, but our MPs, our local MPs at the time, that we've got a link there. We've got all these different links that people we've spoken to live in the same named village or town in America as like literally around the corner from me. We spoke to Philip Kinsella, and he spent a lot of time in a village outside Bicester in Oxfordshire, where I grew up with with my best mates when we were like 10. We spent all of our time in that particular village, probably at the same time he was there, and that's just just loads of weird shit happening, and you just go, what? And we've met all these lovely people, and UFO Minicon where we all met, like all of us sort of converged together at the same time in the same building, which
Great day.
weirdly was a Masonic lodge as well, with all this weird stuff on the walls. But yeah, it was,
Symbols and
yeah.
that was
So we
great
all met
day.
up. It was a fantastic day, and we all met up, and we were all chatting away. Like we'd all known each other for a long time, but it was like the first time we'd met a lot of these people face to face. But we'd been talking to them for hours and hours. Like me and you, we must speak hours and hours and hours a week, just face to face. And we're still not bored of each other, Ash. So that says something. We never run out of stuff to say anyway, do we?
No, I thought this episode's probably going to be about 40 minutes, but we've been on live for nearly 2 hours.
Yeah,
Like
we
that's
have.
the
We have
recording
been
it.
on for nearly 2 hours. Fucking hell. Is that your polite way of saying I've got to go, Greg?
It wasn't.
It wasn't, but now you mention it. So yeah, no, I think we've got big things coming in 2023. It'll be more of the same, plus more new stuff as well.
Yeah.
And like we mentioned, if there's stuff that you want us to cover, let us know. If there's stuff that we haven't covered and you think we should know about it, let us know. If there's stuff that we've covered and you've gone, you know what, we try and cater for everybody, and we don't always know who we're going to be interviewing. We try and get ahead, but sometimes we'll reach out, somebody will contact us and go, actually, that'd be really cool to speak to you. So we speak to these people, and it's not necessarily a subject that we'd have gone down before or we've spoken about. So we're on a journey just as much as everybody else, which I think is a really good thing. We're just in this journey, and we say it all
just recording this journey and then putting it out for other people to listen to.
And the thing is now, right at the start, when 2 years ago, we would spend hours just editing this episode. Whereas now we kind of do minimal edits and we put it out. So what people hear is almost the conversation we have, and we don't do much else than that. So it is a journey. We're all on this journey, and it's been great that people have been on the journey with us, and hopefully that
you'll
carry
stick
on
with us for 2023.
Yeah.
And beyond.
Yeah. It's something that me and Ash, we're passionate about these subjects. We love talking to these people. And we know that a lot of you do like listening to it. We've got people listening all over the world, which is insane. But yeah, let us know. If by all means, let us know. A lot of times it's just one-way traffic, us out to you. And we just hope it lands properly. But
yeah, that's a good way. But make sure you join the Facebook group and let us know where you're listening from.
Yeah.
What you enjoy.
A review, screen grab the review, post it. We'll set up a thread, a pinned post thread on whatever. I don't really understand it. But yeah, we'll do that. And
win a t-shirt.
Win a t-shirt and some badges. And
we may pick more than one winner.
We may pick more than one winner.
Let me stop me before I start.
Yeah.
Giving away too many things.
Whoa. Rein yourself in, Ash. Don't get too excited. But yeah, there might be more than one winner. We might have to, if we've got some large t-shirts, you might have to be a large size as well. So we might have. But no, we'll, why not? We can have a couple of winners. Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Why not, Ash? Just bankrupt us before the year's even started. Let's do it. Cool. Wow. That's 2022 in a bit of a nutshell.
It is.
A bit of a weird journey we've just been on the last hour or so.
I think it went off a bit away from the planned conversation, but oh well.
Yeah.
It's honest.
Yeah, and if nothing else, that's what we like to come across. We just have the chats and you hear what we talk about, really, rather than we don't script it. Like, I've got no notes in front of me whatsoever.
No.
I even had the first episode of the year written down wrong on a tiny bit on the computer. If anybody uses like Apple stuff and you've got Apple Notes, I've got like 2022 and then some notes, and it just said episode 10 was the first one of the year. And that's all we had, and we've gone on. So
Yeah, they didn't even plan this episode. Just
no,
yeah.
we didn't.
All the
So-
giveaways or anything. That's just me being a bit.
So this is kind of our
Couple of Blue Wickets down. I'm giving stuff away.
yeah, Christ. Imagine if you're on like vodkas and stuff like that, you'll be
I have a new co-host next week.
yeah. Yeah. There we go. If you want to be a guest on the show, we can be bribed. We're very cheap. Blue Wickets.
Yeah.
Care of Ash in Manchester. That's all you need to do. So yeah, this has been a proper like Christmas holiday episode, hasn't it? It has been a bit of a shambles isn't the right word. It's not, Ash.
Omnishambles.
Yeah, that's what happens when it's Boxing Day and we have a chat. But yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great rest of the year. It will be New Year's Eve on Saturday night.
Yep.
And then, so Saturday night, I'm going to be doing something, which I'll talk about in the new year as well.
Yep.
Which may or may not be a very exciting thing I tell you about, but I'll hype it up and
Yeah.
then lower expectations. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so see you on the other side of the year, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you in 2023.
We will indeed. What
Have a good one.
Yeah. Happy New Year to you, Ash, for next week.
Happy New Year to you, Greg.